Chapter 11, 88, Craze Demon Agreement. Translator, Atlas Studios. Editor, Atlas Studios. Some days later. Northern Plains, Craze Demon Cave. Liu Guanyi, we have been waiting for you. Not Immortal came to the first layer, welcoming Fang Yuan and Chudu. The three conversed as they got deeper into the cave. Fang Yuan discovered that the route this time was slightly different from the previous time he came here. Are the demonic sounds recently very frequent? Fang Yuan asked. They are getting more frequent now. Thus our travel route also has to be modified. Once the demonic sounds start, Dao marks will go into chaos. Not only will the desolate beast go crazy, the terrain will also change. Not Immortal explained. A moment later they saw Pang Shan. Pang Shan woke up from his slumber. His eyes opened slightly. You are here again, Brother Chu? He seemed to have a good relationship with Chudu. Next he looked at Fang Yuan. Brother Lu, I know about your capabilities. Let's talk in depth after the Crazed Demon Agreement. Fang Yuan asked, how will we establish the Crazed Demon Agreement? We will need to go down to the third last layer. I can't move easily. I will not go with you. Pang Shan said vaguely. His explanation was as good as nothing. Follow me. Not Immortal continued to lead the way. The three immortals continued to go down. The deeper they went, the more turns they had to make. Sometimes the straight distance seemed to be short, but they had to make a long detour. Believe me, detours are much faster than walking straight in this place. Not Immortal smiled. Chudu nodded, pointing out to Fang Yuan. When we get there, don't be too surprised. Fang Yuan felt some curiosity and anticipation. A while later, through a cavern entrance, Fang Yuan officially stepped into the third last layer of Crazed Demon Cave. His vision was covered by bright, glorious lights. All sorts of colors were emanated from the rocks, soil, and grass in this place. Fang Yuan sucked in a deep breath. These are all lights of Dao marks. Only quasi-rank 9 immortal materials can radiate such lights. The Dao marks here are so dense that every piece of soil and rock is a quasi-rank 9 immortal material. Not Immortal laughed. Brother Lu makes sense, but these immortal materials have chaotic Dao marks. They cannot be used. Chudu saw Fang Yuan's shock and smiled. Back then, when I first came here, I suffered the same shock. Not Immortal ended his laughter. The Dao marks here are extremely dense. It is not as simple as just emitting the lights of Dao marks. There is almost a state of a battlefield killer move in here. Moving here is extremely difficult, Brother Lu. Why don't you try? Fang Yuan quickly shook his head. Not Immortal. Since you say this, I will believe you. No need to try. Not Immortal looked at Chudu smiling. Brother Lu is smarter than a certain person. Back then, he refused to believe it. He wanted to charge in. I could not change his mind, and in the end, he suffered a lot. Chudu rubbed his nose, admitting to Fang Yuan. Not Immortal is talking about me. I spent 3 years to recover from that injury. Don't look down at the Dao marks here. This place is extremely dangerous. Each step you take is precarious. I'll teach you a secret. Try to get close to the Dao marks of your own path that can make your traveling easier and face the least obstruction. Not Immortal nodded. That is true. I am a rule path Gu Immortal. I have to try walking on places with more rule path Dao marks. And I cultivate strength path. I need to get close to the strength path Dao marks. Thus, in the following journey, we cannot help you. You have to walk on your own, Brother Lu. Chudu said with concern. Fang Yuan nodded. Not Immortal, step forward first. I will go first, Brother Lu. Watch carefully. Fang Yuan concentrated as he looked. Not Immortal's every step was very vigilant. The first 10 steps were very easy. He could move calmly, but after 10 steps, it became difficult. After 20 steps, his movements were stiff. It was like a formless force was weighing on him. After 30 steps, Not Immortal was perspiring profusely. At the 42nd step, he stopped for the first time, breathing roughly as he turned to ask Fang Yuan, Brother Lu, did you manage to watch that? Chudu laughed. Not Immortal. Stop acting. You are clearly unable to continue. You still tried to ask Brother Lu a question to conceal the fact that you stopped. Not Immortal was exposed. He was embarrassed and snapped. Oh, Chudu, I want to see how many steps you can take. Can you go as far as me? Chudu snorted. Would I be afraid of you? Watch closely. Before he finished his words, he took large steps forward on the Dao marks in the area. Initially, his speed was faster than not immortal. He moved like a dragon or tiger. Not immortal's expression was dark. But soon, Chudu took a wrong step, and the light of Dao marks below him burst out. Chudu grunted. His body shook as he spat out a mouthful of blood on the spot. He was heavily injured. His momentum was lost, but he did not stop. Chudu endured his injuries as he continued to walk step by step, as slow as a snail. Eventually, he took 38 and 39 steps. By the 40th step, he could no longer continue. His final burst of strength was used up. He stopped. I could not compare to you after all. Chudu wiped the blood from his mouth, sighing. Nid. Not immortal was very shocked. He stared at Chudu with wide eyes. Domination immortal. You actually improved so much since last time. I am ashamed. I have stayed in Crazed demon cave for so long. I have walked along this place hundreds of times more than you. I have such a huge advantage, but I only managed to take 42 steps. Chudu laughed. All right, don't flatter me. I know you did not use your full strength. You are trying to salvage my face? Not immortal did not deny it. He chuckled. Even so, your improvement is beyond my imagination. You are truly a genius at strength path cultivation. Domination immortal. Indeed, as the saying goes, titles are never wrong. Chudu laughed heartily, waving his hand. All right, let's stop the flattery. Next, we will see Brother Lu's performance. The two immortals turned around and watched Fang Yuan. Fang Yuan nodded. Don't laugh at me when I embarrass myself. Brother Lu, relax. This is your first time here. You should focus on the feeling of walking here. Don't be obsessed over the number of steps. Not immortal said. Chudu laughed instead. Ha ha ha, don't worry, Brother Lu. I will remember your pathetic state later. I walked 22 steps when I first came here. If you cannot beat me, I will laugh at you forever. Ha ha. Fang Yuan laughed too. It was a harmonious scene. But in truth, he understood internally. These two are purposely probing me. Even though Chudu recommended me, they are not confident in my ability to explore this place. Thus, they created this situation. They are working together, purposely asking me to walk alone. They want to probe my foundation. If I perform too poorly and am of no help to them, they might not even set the Crazed demon agreement with me. Involving limitless demon venerable and the secret of eternal life, Fang Yuan made up his mind to put up a good show, to display his strength for not immortal in Chudu. Fang Yuan's eyes shined with a mysterious light. He breathed in deeply and firmly, stood on the ground as he took a step forward. He chose the route with the most transformation path Dao marks. But at the next moment, Fang Yuan's expression changed. Ha ha! Chudu observed his expression and laughed at the same time as Fang Yuan's changing expression. Brother Lu, watching alone is useless. Can you feel the pressure already? Fang Yuan felt extremely mystified on the inside, but he showed no flaws on his expression. He did not answer Chudu. He kept quiet and continued walking forward. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. Like this, Fang Yuan took more than 10 steps forward. Fang Yuan's weird feeling intensified. What is going on? Why do I feel no obstruction? I have already taken more than 10 steps. It feels like I am walking on normal ground. This was not normal. Fang Yuan soon guessed that the situation was caused by his sovereign immortal body. Chudu and not immortal face pressure because of the conflicting Dao marks. There are a lot of Dao marks here, while the Gu immortals also have a lot of Dao marks in their bodies. So even though they took 1 step at a time, walking on paths with rule path or strength path Dao marks, the surrounding Dao marks are nearby and will still pressure and reject them. But I am different. The Dao marks here are not immortal killer moves. They have no offensive power. They cannot influence me. Of course, this is just my guess. The truth might not be like this. Fang Yuan thought as he continued walking, taking a few more steps ahead. Not immortal, and Chudu's expressions changed mildly. This Liu Guanyi is so strong. Not Immortal was extremely shocked. He is almost at the 20th step. He can still move so calmly. The first time I came, every step was difficult. I had to exert all my effort. It was a pathetic sight. Chudu recalled his own experience. Compared to the situation in front of him, his pride and self-confidence was taking a huge beating. A thought appeared in his mind uncontrollably. Don't tell me this Lu Guanyi is an even greater genius in cultivating transformation path compared to me in strength path? He has even higher attainment level? Actually, Fang Yuan was trying his best to conceal himself. He pretended to be panting, like he was very tired. But his acting was in reference to Chudu and not Immortal earlier. They had gone through this many times. They were experienced. They could maintain their composure. Even though Fang Yuan showed a pathetic sight, he was just slightly weaker than them. Eventually, Fang Yuan stopped at the 20th step, smiling. I am about the same as you, Brother Chu. Chu Du looked at Fang Yuan with deep meaning. Brother Lu, you have not gone all out. Fang Yuan smiled bitterly. I am barely holding on. If I continue, I will start spitting out blood. Chu Du's smile was even more bitter than his. I will not lie to Brother Lu the first time I came here. I started spitting out blood at the 10th step.